Woo! Appreciate the incredible atmosphere and the support from the students and from the Pittsburgh community. Kentucky is an incredible team. They're incredibly coached. They're fighters. There's no quitting them. And I mean, there's a reason their program always goes deep in the tournament. And I know the score says 3-0, but it certainly did not feel easy at any moment. It never felt like we had it under control. We had a lot of things that went well. I think I'm probably most proud of our passers for hanging tough. They came out just really putting a lot of service pressure on. And, I think at the end of that game, it seemed like Valeria passed about 5 or 6 perfect balls in a row. And so we're all feeling really grateful to be part of this program and to be back in a Final Four.
Bree, your first Final Four, maybe four for the rest of the team, but first for you, what are the emotions?
I'm just really excited. I'm proud of these girls for just fighting. Like I said earlier, I'm just blessed to get to have this opportunity to play with these girls I love and the game that I love. But just super stoked. It's my first Elite Eight and now first Final Four, so very excited.
Dan, your team was down 22-16 in that second set, and they pull up a 9-1 run. Not only Meyer on the service line as well. I mean, how important was the entire team? That the play from everyone seems like it just came at the right time at that part of the set.
Yeah, volleyball's a funny game, and that was not their strongest rotation. We knew it, and Mallory was serving great, and so she, as she did last night, just provided an incredible spark. And this is a message that I preach to everyone, but players coming off the bench. I just know it to be true that the blocking sub or the serving sub or someone that comes in can just have a huge impact on the game. And what a tournament for her. She's not only she's serving, she's digging balls, she's doing everything.
How do you get someone to buy into that role? Because you're only out there for one time out of 12 servers.
Well, I mean, maybe it's harder like early in the season, but I think like if I asked anyone on this team right now to do anything that would help them win, they'd be happy to do it.
Olivia, when you guys lifted the trophy at the end of after winning, the crowd, pretty much everybody seemed like stuck around to celebrate. What was it like taking that in?
I mean, just the support from this environment, you can just tell that everyone's pulling for us. And I mean, I didn't even notice the energy off the court, honestly, because the energy on the court was just so strong, and we're just so proud of each other, and it's just so much love going around. It was just very clear at the end there.
Dan, you guys, Kentucky had 23 errors, 9 of which came in the second set. What do you think your defense was doing well to kind of force some of those errors?
Yeah, they started pressing a little bit for sure, but I'm going to have to go back and watch it. I mean, they had, and part of it was their service pressure, and then they missed a few, but they had 114 attack attempts. We had 84. So I'm going to have to rewatch it to totally wrap my head around how that happened, because usually we're the team that's leading in attempts and kills, and so it was there was kind of a strange flow of it for a while, but I thought by the time we got into the third set, it felt the energy, it felt a little bit more like us.
Kentucky came out firing in that second set. You called a timeout. Just talk about the message and the resolve from your girls to come out with that set.
Well, the message was the same as the message in between the set. I didn't really love how we played to end that first set. We kind of got a little tentative, and we weren't just playing aggressive volleyball, and that kind of seemed to bleed into the second set. But but what an incredible comeback and job by them to stay in it.
Ladies, what was how helpful was that comeback for momentum heading into the third set?
Yeah, I think it was really good. I think we knew that it was going to be a hard match, and we definitely knew that if they started gaining momentum, it was going to be hard to slow them down. So just switching the flow in that third set was just honestly really important, and I think it really showed us how much grit we have and how much want we have and how much we wanted it. And I feel like just how much we wanted it at the end there really poured over into the third set, because we really just came to the conclusion that why would we wait when we can do this now? And I think that was really our mindset moving on. I think that another thing that we were thinking about, which we talked before the game, was to play for one another. Like for each like point or set, like you pick a person you're playing for, because it's a lot easier to play for someone than to just get inside of your head and think about yourself. So it was really just outward to our team, and I think that helped us in the second set. Just be like, I'm doing this for you, I'm doing this for you, and not get inward.
Dan, do you feel like your team has played to the level it was in the regular season in the tournament so far?
I think we were in the third set.
And I mean, your job's not done. You're going to the Elite Eight, but what's the message to the team following this win?
Well, the main message is just to enjoy the moment for about a day, and then we've got to take care of business. It's a tough time. They're in finals, and that hopefully that'll be to advantage. I think by the time we play, I think most of those will be done. But we're gonna have to prepare to be in games, like we're tonight, where it's gonna be really hard, and we're gonna have to earn every point.
Following up on that, Coach, and for Coach and Olivia, this is obviously a celebratory occasion, and my intention with this question is not to be the skunk at the garden party. However, 3 straight Final Fours, what would you say to anyone across this city and across this campus who might think to themselves tonight, another Final Four, yeah, we've seen this movie, we know how it ends?
I don't think they're thinking that at all this year. We're a different team. We're a more experienced team. And it's very clear that when we step on the court, we want it. I think there's no doubt in my mind that this year when we come out and play in a Final Four, we're going to compete to win. We're not playing not to lose, we're playing to win. And I feel like everyone in the city knows that, and everyone on the court does too.
Olivia and Bree, we talk a lot about Rachel, and you guys have talked a lot about your connections with her, but truly, how important has she been to get you guys back to this 4th Final Four?
Oh. I'm sorry, can you ask the question?
How truly big has Rachel been to get you guys back to the Final Four for a 4th time?
Yeah, I mean, she's just such a leader on the court. I think she really builds the confidence of her hitters. And something that I think is really important for a setter to do, that I feel like she does a really good job of, is she tries to make sure that all of her hitters are feeling confident, are in quote unquote flow at all times. So like if someone makes a mistake, she's like, I got you with this ball. She just wants everyone on the court to feel confident, knowing that we have each other's mutual trust, and if she were to set them, she fully has full confidence that they're going to kill the ball. And I think that's just a really big factor. And then just overall, she's just such a leader on the court. She pulls for this team, and it's so clear how much she wants it. So it's very clear that she's playing for the team, so the team tries to return the favor and play for her.
And then Dan, what was it like having this game at the Pete? I'm sorry.
No,
It's okay. No, that's my fault. Having this game at the Pete instead of the last 2 times you're here and you hosted is at the field house.
Yeah, it did feel a little bit different, and but in a good way. It's just, what was the final total of 10? Yeah, almost 10,000. So it's special to play in front of big crowds, and I know it's happening more and more. But I guess when you're celebrating with, it's nice to celebrate with a bigger crowd.
All right, can I circle back?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, Rachel is a leader, like Liv said, and I think she is one of the most talented setters I've ever played with. She puts us in positions that are just really good at all the time, and I think that just is what's helping this team. She's a leader, and she's also just an amazing setter.
Bree, 5 of your 8 kills came in the final set where Coach was saying you were playing at their best, at Pitt's best. What was different in that set for you?
Wait, the last set?
Well, we
Yeah.
passed a
We
little better.
passed amazing. I was just saying literally in the elevator, I said, when we can pass, it's just pure gold with this team. Like, I think we can put any ball away no matter what, but I think that once our passers are locked in and they grit through whatever is going on in the game, it's just, we just connect on all levels.
Dan, Valeria, Kat, Rachel, and Emmy have now made 4 straight Final Fours. This was their final home game for them as well, but how important have they been, not just throughout their careers in this season, but also in this NCAA tournament for you, just to get back to the Final Four once again?
I think you said it. Who does that? Makes 4 straight Final Fours. It's incredible. And I don't want that. The main thing for me is I just really want them to realize how special that is. And I know that they're always thinking about the next game, but what an incredible year. So proud of them.
Olivia, you've played in 2 NCAA tournaments, and this is your second all-regional MVP. Just what is it like to, continue to improve your game year to year and play in these big moments?
It's just all about the people I'm surrounded by. There is no me without this team, and I feel like everyone trusts each other, and I feel like the team's put a lot of trust in me to do my job, and it makes it a lot easier for me to feel confident to do so. As you can see, clearly Fish trusts me because I missed a lot of serves, and yet he still put me on the service line. So I think just having that amount of trust really makes it easy to play even better for my team, and that's just the goal, to provide for the team as much as I can.
Any last questions?